welcome back to an episode of We Are Again in Space. There's an awful lot of bots here. We're going to land on Illium and do one of the few main missions related to the dossiers. Thane and... okay, yeah, wait a minute. Who are we going to take with us? I mean, Zaid and Grant were actually really useful right now. But... Illium. I mean, Illium is definitely not a good place for Jack and Jacob. Well, maybe Jacob. But Miranda is definitely a high achiever, and Mordin maybe too. Heavy Incinerate, that's something... Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mordin and Miranda this time. Haven't gotten those two at all recently. Neural Shock, Cryoblast. Cryoblast is just like free stuff. It doesn't deal damage, so we don't do that. Righty. Both of them have no heavy weapons. Oh, the not having heavy weapons may actually be a little bit of an issue. But alright. Both of those may be necessary in order to survive an environment full of Asari and contractors and whatever. The other way would be to use Tali though.
Brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund. Or for
talk to Mordin where there.
Customer safety is important.
No, you're not.
Providing the best radiation-based solutions on the market.
You're insane.
Asari building structure resembles hive. Tall buildings filled with drones. Curious social dynamic. Many queens competing for hive leadership. Odd feelings around Asari. Unfamiliar. Reminders of old fertility contract negotiations.
Weird. Well, there are definitely negotiations happening here. But the thing is, there are no real females in here. The only thing that you would think of as female in Asari is because they actually produce the offspring. If you would connect that with the idea
this is the best you have, I'll make do.
Of the role of the female, then yes, there are only females on Asari. But I would go a step further. I would say they have no gender. Like, yeah, there is no actual gender on that one, because it only has a single gender, so there is none. There's nothing to differentiate with.
We'll figure something out.
Slave
Stop
program.
worrying.
Wait.
Stop worrying. This is my life you're talking about.
You signed the indentured service contract. You gave over your responsibility to me. So, don't worry.
Wait a minute. That's you.
It's okay. I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Okay, free your slave now. Actually, on Illium things are a little different. Yes, that would be the right option, but first we're going to ask them what's going on.
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Illium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
Okay, good. So, what if I were to buy it?
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Illium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
That makes no sense. If I buy her, I get control over it, right? If I have the contract, I can do whatever I want with it. Right? Or at least I cannot really change the contract without her consent, yes. But if both parties are willing, the contract can be made void, pretty much. So there is no mine work necessary there at all. It's just the amount of credits that we need. Okay, so why a slave of a Quarian? Yeah, why?
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Okay. Sounds good. Where's the catch?
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Illium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
Interesting. Where's the problem, actually?
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
Interesting. So both of them are good with numbers, it seems. And both of them are trying to play the market in the hopes of their thing being more valuable. And both of them seem to be in a ditch now. So why can't they just agree to, well, the loss on both sides? Actually, the Quarian could pay back half of the money. Yeah, actually both of them are screwed. So both of them may, okay, if they just come up with a different way to get to the money, right? Or to get value somehow, right? Then the issue would be solved immediately. So hold on to her. Why?
Why not just keep her? You said she had technical skills.
Quarian's strict health requirements and diets make them expensive to house and feed. I run at a minor profit at best. I don't have the money for constant suit repairs and clean room facilities.
So, what happens if Synthetic Insights won't take me?
A solution always presents itself. I will take care of you.
That doesn't sound too good. Sounds like a mafia thing. But okay. So, housing compared to other species, right? Vorcha might be very easy. But yeah. No, actually, Vorcha might not be very easy because they are a bit too aggressive. You can keep them like dogs, but then they do not give you any higher value in return. So, what could I come up with in this case? So, the Quarian tried to play the stock market, buying low, selling high, right? But in this case, she tried to leverage the market with money that she does not have, right? This is the issue here. So, the first fault is on the Quarian. Next, someone is trying to play the labor market with the contracts of the Quarian with, well, money that they will not get because Synthetic Insights may not be interested in it, right? So, buying low, selling high, or at least buying a good opportunity and selling to someone who is willing to pay. Alright, so we have ourselves a contract agreement that is used to pay off the loan that was given to the Quarian. So that amount of money has to at least be given, so that there's a zero sum there. The amount of profit? Okay, so it's a 5-year contract. That's also a very long time. We do not have several 100,000 credits, not anymore. So we cannot buy it, which is actually very expensive. Just think about it. But anyway, several after so many years. I don't know how many years they said. Like 5 years? Was it 3 years? I don't know. Let's just say 5. Pretend 5. Several 100,000, which means less than $1 million. So let's say 500,000, 100,000 per year, which is actually a decent contract. But question: if someone buys her for that amount of money, then how much more money is a Quarian able to provide to the holder of the contract, to Synthetic Insights? What kind of profit are they going to rake in with that? That's wild. So Quarian actually seems to be very, very, very valuable indeed. And this may not be the first Quarian contract for slave brokers here, for this one. So that means that she knows the value of that one. But anyway, what about the legal slavery here? Give me more info on that.
So slavery is legal on Illium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Illium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
Interesting. But what counts as abuse? So, whatever. But yeah, we got this one. I'll try to help. Goodbye, Antonio. Okay, so we could try to help. Let's see.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Everybody would appreciate that. Where's the rap though? Synthetic. Where's the rap? It could be that one.
You deserve somebody who respects you.
Yeah.
Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
It's actually very interesting that this mission just popped up now.
Always the same thing.
So that may mean that there are also follow-up missions that pop up on Omega. I think I already did some follow-up missions, and I don't know how many more are actually going to pop up. But alright, let's talk with the rap here.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, the slave broker sent me. Well, yes and no. Let's just ask some questions. We can hit them with the truth later.
How would you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI program?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
Interesting. This would be good business. I don't know if it's good business or not. That makes sense. That makes sense. Is it a yes or no? Or I don't know where this goes. You're prejudiced. Okay. It doesn't matter if she's prejudiced. Actually, being prejudiced means that you will, because of your prejudice, not take the most profitable option, or take the most profitable choice, because you are already sorting out some stuff. This is the thing. If you really want to make good profit, you have to look at the numbers, but not judge the thing before the numbers are actually realized. That's the weird bit about it. So you have to make an offer contracts before, and then you have to weed them out. Somehow. The question is just, is it a real good business opportunity or not?
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract, minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Actually, did I talk with the Quarian? No, you can't talk with her. And why is this one called Slave Broker if slavery is not a thing on Illium?
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
Well, no problem. But yeah, let's see.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
So, we got ourselves some experience, some Paragon points, of course, good guy, and some 2,000 credits. Nice. Exactly the thing that we like. Credits, credits, credits. Synthetic Insights.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly and asymmetrical.
Oh, asymmetrical.
I got it done
Wait a minute, can
Let's do it.
So the total comes to 116,000.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of credits. Of course. No assistant necessary if there's a... Wait a minute. Okay, it's just the mission stuff. Again, we cannot really talk with Liara.
Teamwork, confidence. When you join the Blue Suns mercenary group, you're getting a crash course in life. Join today and find out about our incentive program, signing bonuses, and retirement options. Blue Suns, we'll cut you a path to the future.
Uh-huh. More like, well, to the future. What's the future of every living organism? It's death. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. Alright. So, uppity.
Seryna?
Who wants to know?
Someone with questions. Why does this name all of a sudden ring a bell? I don't know.
Name Shepard. Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Tana, cover for me. Over here.
Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
A lot.
Maybe you could help me find him?
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nasana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
Mm-hmm. So, what's her position?
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse Mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then.
She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
But that... Does it make you weak or not? That's...
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers. Penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
Okay. You got any access?
It doesn't sound like Nasana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You better be ready.
Alright. So, a few more questions about Thane.
Do you know anything else about Thane?
Not much. He did say that he's not doing the hit for money. Nobody hired him. I wanted to know who I was helping, and he said he's doing this job on his own. That he had to restore the balance of his life. I don't know. Maybe he's crazy. If he takes down Nasana, I don't care why he does it.
Well...
You're just offering your help? No strings attached?
You're going to look for Thane. Nasana's mercenaries will try to stop you. At the least, you'll distract her guards. Take a little fire, give Thane a clear shot. I didn't hire him to kill Nasana, but I won't shed any tears when she gets what's coming to her.
Alright, so Nasana is not liked very much. Interesting. Again, don't make enemies, because enemies get you killed. But what about friends? Alright, are we ready? Not yet.
I'll be back in a bit.
I'll be here, but I wouldn't wait too long.
Thank you. Alright, can't talk with that one. What about this other dude right here? Where do we go with Justicia? Perhaps my Justicia Red was recently sighted on Illium outside Numasari space. Go to transport hub. Okay. That's not helping. But that one over here may have a bit more information.
Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Yeah. Something Nasana done to us. We already heard enough. Alright, let's just go to the shopping district.
Tired of training employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps IndentureTech can help. The leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service, IndentureTech can provide contract-guaranteed labor for any technical area. Contact IndentureTech today. You've been a slave to your employees for too long. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Oh boy, evil ideas. Anyway, there is actually good reason. But the idea in this case is to hold something that is dear to you, in this case the employees, in the hopes of not losing them, right? So it's a negative attitude on the business. So in this case, you think that the employees just grow and then they take all of the knowledge with them and then you're just screwed, which is also true, right? But wouldn't it be better to establish like a training ground inside your company, therefore giving employees a first start in the workforce somehow, right? And therefore, because employees will find that actually very valuable as well, right? Because this is where they can start. The thing is, you constantly have to look for new ones, right? Or maybe the new ones will come to you just because you positioned yourself as someone. Because let's say you have two companies. Both of them are trying to hold on to their employees as long as possible, right? They're not going to share them. They make it very difficult for employees to move between companies. So that also means that they do not provide like good growth opportunities. Actually, they could provide growth opportunities to the ones that are inside the company. But because they cannot switch from one company to the next, they are, they're limited by the thing that the employer actually provides. So that's just one problem. But once you actually open yourself up to the idea of losing employees, right? Well, it's not really losing, right? You're actually providing employees to the system. That means that you can actually come up with maybe cheaper contracts, right? With people that actually have no expertise in the field. And you just train, well, you do not train them. This is one, you could see this as training, but in this case, it's the employees that do the training for themselves. You just give them an opportunity to do that. And that means that you can undercut your competitor with cheaper contracts, and the competitor can't do that because they are trying to keep hold of their employees as long as possible, right? And this is basically the thing, and they are not going to train them because they don't want to lose them as well. This is actually a really interesting idea.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll
the
take
idea of
another look at the
undercutting
contract.
keeps
Maybe
everybody
it needs
honest,
to be
pretty much.
reclassified.
So, let's see.
Eclipse might
Capable
be fun
personal
for you.
defense,
For
is
me,
there new
it's the
stuff here?
future.
No.
My
Already
clan's
got all of
breeding
that.
strategy is at stake. What about a fish?
Memories of
She
it.
loves the
Yeah,
garden.
pre-Jack
We could add a pond.
Paddlefish. A lot of credits, but anyway, we're gonna get that one. The odd locomotion and feeding habits. Odd locomotion could go backwards and forwards. Yeah, you don't know where the front is. Alright. So...
She doesn't need a
Yeah, she can't even
Maybe
get
a
a fish
shirt.
now.
Or a card. Illium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? A sorry skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything. Or don't.
I need to get her something. A memento.
Okay, who is this other one anyway?
Her first mate. Your father? He got her things when he traveled.
It's not a competition, Dad.
You don't even really remember him. And she found me after he died. And I'm almost 35.
Hey, I remember him. And I want to remember you. That's why I came on this trip.
So wait a minute, are those two
You're
related
sure
or not?
gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good. I'm pretty good at bypassing firewalls. Maybe they're looking for techs. Not a fish. Something that'll last. You'll make sure she keeps it.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
How about this one? When anything goes, it goes to Illium. That's kind of funny.
Mom will love it.
I don't know what that joke even means.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
Okay, so it's about competition. Is this his real daughter? Well, real, right? It's real as interspecies family relationships can get, but having a very long-lasting or long-lived species like the Asari together with a very short and yeah, intense almost lived species like the Solarians together, that's wild. The only ones that could, in some way or form, keep it up with the
Maybe
Asari
a shirt or a card. Illium.
are the
Hey,
Krogans.
blue shifting already.
But the thing is, Krogan ideas of like brutishness and whatnot, that is, that doesn't quite work.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
So wait a minute, do we have anything else around here? No.
That's the whole point. You know Irinia won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion.
Barrier frontiers, there you go. Nothing.
I heard she lost
Okay.
her daughters when Geth attacked the Citadel.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure
So,
to deal with before
Officer
that.
Dara, that might be the one with the Justicia thingy. But wasn't that one also somewhat
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise.
Okay,
which is
so
why we're going to be rich.
this is a side mission, and this one over here with the police thing, that might be the Justicia stuff. But can we... Nope, can't do that. Okay, so we have to talk with that Asari first before we do the Justicia stuff. Alright.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping. Then a waiver.
Everybody,
Passed over for promotions because of discrimination against exosuit-wearing
How do
employees.
we do that? There's no Justicia with Thane, is there? Probably not. Hopefully not. If it would be somewhat related... Oh, wait a minute. If it is related, I do not know. I don't think so. Is it Justicia and think... Oh no, let's hope not. Justicia, members of the Asari monster... Nah. I think these are two missions, completely different ones. Right. I hope to not lose out on that side mission though. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tricky. Anyway, before we do this Seryna mission, I don't know how long this episode went on already, but we're gonna end this now. A lot of talking. And continue, of course, with this one in the next one. Like and subscribe it. Ta-ta!